Hello YouTube, Jazz Berlin on my second part of my Shadow Duel video. It's my Shadow Duel deck. It's basically Yami Yugi's deck, ultimate deck. We got Slicer, Monster Reborn, Gazelle. Basically, as Gazelle enters the battlefield, his effect says that once he enters the battlefield, as long as I have another monster on my side of the field, Gazelle deals 1,000 points of damage to my opponent. Direct. Spellbinding Circle. It's an effect, basically, the monster never, even when once it's destroyed, the monster still stays that it can't attack. So, yeah. Brain Control. Basically, its hidden effect is that as long as once I use Brain Control, I keep control of the monster no matter until the end of the duel, basically. Karibo, sorry about that, guys. Karibo's hidden effect basically says that if it's on the field and I use Multiply with it, I get as many copies as I want. And Karibo also has another hidden effect as long as he's on the field. I don't take damage from battles. At all. Obelisk. I've already told you his hidden effect. I've told you Slifer's hidden effect. Dark Magician's hidden effect. Basically, Dark Magician comes onto the battlefield. As long as he's on the battlefield, I can choose either a spell or a trap, and my opponent, Dark Magician automatically destroys the chosen type of card I select. Then we got King's Knight. King's Knight hidden effect basically says as long as him, Queen's Knight, and Jack's Knight are on the field together, my opponent can only attack King's Knight. Trust me. It's evil. Then we got Jack's Knight. Hidden effect of Jack's Knight. As long as Jack's Knight remains on field, I cannot lose life points. Period. Core like Sakribo. What's her name? No, Queen's Knight. Her hidden effect says that as long as she's on the field with King's Knight and Jack's Knight, she basically cannot be destroyed by battle. Magic Cylinder basically acts as it reflects the damage, but it also destroys the monster. It basically reflects the monster's damage to the opponent and to the monster, so it will automatically destroy your opponent's monster. Then you got Mystical Elf. Basically, if she's on the battlefield, every turn I draw, whenever I draw a card, I gain 300 life points. Curse of Dragon. His hidden effect. Basically, as long as Curse of Dragon's on the field, if Slifer is on the field besides Curse of Dragon can then transfer its power, its attack, to Slicer. So it helps Slicer. Then we've got the Exodia pieces. They don't really have a hidden effect because, well, they're Exodia pieces. So, okay, Black Magician of Black Ritual. A Magician of Black Chaos, he basically says, his hidden effect says that as long as he's on the field, actually, he says that you can use him with or without the ritual card. You can summon him with or without. If you use the ritual card and summon him, he gains 1,000 additional attack points. If you use it without, he stays at 2,800. It's just a vanilla monster. Gold Sarcophagus. His hidden effect is it negates his real effect. His hidden effect is search your library for one card. You get to use it automatically. Soldier of Villain, I told you, it's a 6-turn thing. Mirror Force. Its hidden effect, it destroys all monsters on your opponent's side of the field and inflicts life points equal to the combined total of your opponent's monsters to them. It's messed up. Magic formula basically makes Dark Magician gain 3,000 extra attack. Exodia's right head basically lets you win the duel, even if it's on the field by itself. Hold on, guys. I'm back. Big Shield Gardener. His normal effect is that if it's attacked, it switches to attack. That's his effect will not allow it to switch. It does not have to switch. Dark Magician Girl, as long as she's on the field with Dark Magician, she boosts Dark Magician up by 500 extra points. Then you've got the Magic Curtain. Instead of paying half your life points to search out Dark Magician, its in effect says that you only have to pay 100 life points to search it. Multiply can either work on Karibo or any fiend, but since this is I only have Karibo, if I use Karibo, basically I tribute one face-up Karibo, and it will allow me to get as many Karibo tokens as I want. An infinite number, basically. And as long as those Karibo tokens are on my side of the field, I will not lose the game. I won't. No, I don't take damage. Sorry about that, guys. Deck's falling apart. Guide of Fierce Knight. As long as Guide of Fierce Knight is on the field, basically Guide of Fierce Knight says, when he comes into battle, search your deck for any dragon. You may play that dragon from your hand. So, like, for an example, I could say, it will let me search for Curse of Dragon, basically, to help. Okay, Magical Hats is like the show, but you get 4 hats, and you get, if your opponent hits a trap, that trap activates. Dark Magician, I've already told you, is hidden effect. There he is. Catapult Turtle, his hidden effect basically says that you don't even have to tribute. Basically, if Catapult Turtle is on the field, if your opponent attacks it, its attack is negated, and its attack is hit, goes directly towards your opponent. It's evil. Alright, Buster Blader on for the beginning has a very evil hit. As long as Buster Blader on for the beginning is on the field, whenever I summon... No, Black Luster Soldier, sorry. Black Luster Soldier, if he attacks, not only does he get an attack twice, but he also gets a direct attack right after that. So he attacks 3 times, basically. Then we get the Black Magic Ritual. Doesn't really have a hidden effect except what's on the Black Magic. Buster Blader, as long as he gets the points for every dragon in my opponent's graveyard. But if my opponent summons a dragon, Buster Blader attacks it directly and kills it. It automatically destroys the monster without attacking. Demok. Demok's hidden effect is mean. Basically, as long as Demok is on the field, if my opponent were to play a spell, I could choose the target of that spell. So if my opponent plays Pot of Greed, it could come to me instead. Or if my opponent said play like Swords of Revealing Light, I could say, nope, your monsters aren't attacking for 6 turns. Thousand Knives is basically his hidden effect is Regeki. More arms of the forbidden one. Another arm of the forbidden one. Baphomet. If you have him and Gazelle, if Baphomet were to be destroyed, you can choose for Gazelle to be destroyed instead. Doing it Dark Renewal. Its hidden effect says as long as you have control of As long as Dark Magician's on the field, and you flip this, your opponent cannot your opponent cannot special summon anything that turn. But he can still normal summon. The other arm of the forbidden one. Now we got Dark Magic, Black Illusion. It gets to can't be destroyed by battle, but also, as long as it's targeting Dark Magician, if you target Dark Magician with it basically, Dark Magician with Dark Magician Girl would be 3,000, but with Black Illusion, Dark Magician goes automatically to 5,000 with that. You already know Ross hidden effect, I've already told you. That's my Shadow Duel deck. I will see you in the next video. Peace for now.